Top tipster Mark Pearson joins me in at the Channel M studios. Mark, plenty to get through. What World Cup? We're all going a bit crazy in England at the moment. Back to the Premier League action as well, and a bit of rugby union as well after that fantastic shock by Sale Sharks. Let's start, though, with horse race. I believe the company you work for, you had a big race meet in aid of charity. An amazing little young fellow that we know here, Harvey Slack.
Yeah, it was the Betfred Head Up last Saturday, and we raised £5 for Hardy Slack. You know, obviously the brave 4-year-old lad, so we were delighted with that. And I spent the afternoon with Harley's parents as well, Adam and Samantha, and we had a fantastic afternoon. Absolutely lovely couple, so £5 is on their way to them as well. And the Evening News have got a race day coming up soon. Saturday the 26th, it's a family fun day, and check out the Evening News for some offers. But I think 2 adults and 2 kids are going to get in for a £5 as well. And we've managed to sneak some decent racing in as well. I'll be there as well, giving some tips as well. So
OK, well, we'll just turn up for that then. We'll get free tickets, won't we? Manchester Evening News? No, we won't.
Nothing
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Right, let's talk about football then, because we've all gone a little bit mad. England have qualified for the World Cup in South Africa, and it's been talked about the weather's going to be suitable, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be overcast. Yep.
Well, it's spring in South Africa when the World Cup's on, which is obviously going to suit England as well. But the big talking point is the Wags. We're going 2 to 1 that they're only allowed to go for 2 days during the whole month. I mean, you know, you're professional sportsmen. You've got to have your wives and girlfriends there, haven't you? I mean, what's Capello thinking of? I mean, they used to go out shopping, they were on the front pages. I mean, half the time you didn't read about the football. I said, take the Wags. Bring a bit of colour to the World Cup.
And take the attention off.
I think Capello's got it wrong. Let the Wags go out there. Let's have a bit more fun.
As for England's hopes? Well, it's based on the Wags going out there, I presume.
Well, I think the Wags have got a very good chance. I think Capello will change his mind. But no, seriously, England 6 to 1 has been a plunge since. For me, 6 to 1 is a bit too short, I think. We've got joint favourites at the moment, Brazil and Spain at 9 to 2. But what you're going to find is the economy is going to pick up in March and April, right? Then we're going to have a really good barbecue summer that we promise. England are going to do really well in the World Cup. We're all going to go a bit daft. We're all going to have a little punt on England. And the country is going to be a so much better place, all thanks to the World Cup.
OK, you're almost as convinced as Darren Brown. We'll wait and see, we'll wait and see. I don't know whether it's your area of expertise. As for the football, Manchester City... As for Manchester City and Manchester United, back in action. Tough games. United away at Spurs. They've started fantastically well, haven't they?
Yeah, I think City's first real test tomorrow, and I think we're a decent price, 13 to 8. The draw 11 to 5. Arsenal 11 to 8. 3-0 to City last season as well at Middle Eastlands, and that was before this huge investment of these extra players as well. I really fancy City tomorrow. No Tevez, and I know Ribinho's a doubt, but they've got no Arshavin. So I think 13 to 8. I'll be putting City in my accumulator tomorrow. As for United, a lot tougher task, although they've not lost to Spurs in the last 19 meetings between them. 0-0 at White Hart Lane last season, and 1-1 the season before the late Tevez winner. United 6 to 5, a draw 11 to 5, Spurs 15 to 8. I do fancy United. Rio back, and I think Rooney's in great form, and Rooney's a big price, 11 to 2 to score first, so get on Rooney.
Yeah, Carlos Tevez is struggling for fitness, isn't he, for Manchester City? Adebayor returning against his former club. It seems like we're saying this every weekend now, that because of some of the teams, Aston Villa, Manchester City, threatening that Tottenham, threatening that top four, we're getting a very competitive round of fixtures week in, week out, aren't we?
Very competitive, but we are taking a battering as bookies. Honestly, we're losing money every week because so far Chelsea have been winning. Obviously, I know Arsenal got beat by United, but Arsenal were doing well. Basically, Liverpool are keeping us in jobs, so if Liverpool can carry on losing, we'll be OK. But we are taking a battering on at football at the moment, because up in Scotland, Celtic are winning, Rangers are winning, the punters are putting them all together. We are paying out every Saturday night.
Well, that's great news. That's fantastic news. Quickly,
not if you're a bookmaker.
Sale Sharks. Great win over Leicester Tigers.
Well, I got it completely wrong. I'm sorry to all the Sale Sharks fans. I said they were going to struggle this season, but also a great win over favourites Leicester. They're evens. They travel to Newcastle. We think it's going to be quite close. We've got Newcastle slight favourites. Now, if you do fancy, back to football, all the North West Premier League teams winning, if you fancy United to beat Spurs, City to beat Arsenal, Bolton to win at Portsmouth, and Wigan to beat West Ham, it pays about 35 to 1. Stick a quid on.
There you go, yes. We'll all be millionaires as well. Marks, thank you very much for your time as well.